Hi, Pallavi. We are live. You can begin the meeting. You are on mute. Please unmute yourself. Yeah.
I'm audible now?
Yes, absolutely.
A very big good evening to everyone who are present for this very lovely session that we are having today. I'm Pallavi from Blue Palette, and we are conducting a session for freedom to art. Now, in this session today, I will be taking Warli art. A basic introduction it would be to Warli art. Now, as everyone knows, the life nowadays is so stressful, so many things we do. We just run around, just trying to make them ends meet. So it is always advisable, or it is always a better option to have some sort of hobby or some activity which is actually going to be beneficial for us. That is the main idea or the theme behind having this particular session every Friday 8 to 8:30 p.m. so that you have some time to do some activity which will relax you from all the stress that is around us. Now, in this today's session, I'm going to take Warli art. Warli art is actually a very old ancient art, or it's a folk art, which is basically found in Maharashtra. Now, in Maharashtra, there are many places places which are actually very close to the main city of India, that is Mumbai. So the people, the tribals over there called Warli, they are very close to the city, but in spite of that, they have their own age-old community, which they are still following. Okay, they are found in places like Jawhar, then on the outskirts of Mumbai, Talasari, and many more places in Maharashtra. Now, in this, the basic way in which they actually do their art is the occasions are like they have it on maybe weddings or some festivities. All those events are there in which they have this particular drawing. Now, this drawing is made mostly on their huts, the huts which are made by having clay that is red color, and on the background of that red color, they draw the rice, the pink rice. Okay. Now, what we do here is we are going to do it today with a paper and a pencil. In case pencil is advisable because you can anytime practice, erase and do it again. But today, because I'm doing it something which should be more visible, so I'm using a direct pen. I will be doing it with a pen. Now, in this, the basic figures which are used to draw are a circle, triangle, lines, and squares. Circle is a symbol of wholeness, which is very much required in our life. Plus, the triangles that we have are a symbol of having good, a bit of aggression in life or a bit of aspiration in life. So we need to have a balance between the wholeness of life, as well as we need also to have some part of aggression also in the life, that is to achieve something good in our life. So Warli is a good art which is going to help us to have a balance between both these parts which are required by our life. So let us begin with Warli. So first, let us begin with the basic shapes. As I told you, the basic shape is a circle, then a triangle, inverted triangle, lines, and squares, or rectangles also at times. Warli people, the basic drawing that they are mostly focusing on is whatever is there in nature, whatever they see around them, like people, their daily routines. That is what is mostly seen in their drawings. So the first thing that we come across anytime is the people around us. So in Warli, the way they draw is not as actual realistic drawings, but it is like a drawing which depicts what they want to show. For example, now if they have to draw a human being will be a triangle, inverted triangle on top of a normal triangle with a circle as a head, a dash as a neck, and angular lines as legs, with small lines which show their feet.
Pallavi, can the drawings be a little bigger? Because,
Bigger?
yeah, a little bigger. So it will be visible.
Okay.
And everyone kindly be on mute. If you have any questions, then only you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Okay. Fine. I'll draw it again a little bigger. An inverted triangle, a normal triangle below that with a circle, a dash, two angular lines which show their legs, with small lines showing their feet. These are their hands. This is a basic human figure. Now, to differentiate a man and a woman, they have a similar figure: triangle, triangle, circle, dash, lines, hand. But a woman will have a bun or a juda of her hair with, they have the decorative part of flowers and leaves which they use in their head. This is how a woman would look. So this is a man. This would be a woman. All these circles and the triangles are filled completely with color. Since we have to show this in a very limited period of time, I'm just filling it to show you how it looks. This is one figure and this is the second. Just remember, every time the circle and the triangles, they have to fill solidly with color. Is it clear? Understood? Now, the next figure that we have is a girl and a boy, which is very similar to the man and woman. Only difference is the size. The boy would be for smaller size. For example, this would be the boy. Similarly,
kindly be on mute. If you do not have any question, please keep yourself on mute. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear. Thank you.
This is how a girl would be. Now, other thing that they focus on is the daily routine that happens in their village. Women generally do the household work or they go for farming, then they bring the haystack. So let us draw a figure which depicts something of their daily routine. Or they go to the river side and they fill water and they bring that. So let us draw that. Now I'm drawing the legs on opposite side, which shows that she will be walking on the right. Since she is walking on the right, her bun will be on the left side. I'm not filling up this just to save our time. Now she will be carrying a pot of water on her head. Since she has to hold it, we draw the hand upwards. Another hand, either you draw it upwards or since they are used to doing this work, you can leave it down. Depends on how you want it. At times they carry two pots, so you can draw one more pot on top of it. And this also needs to be colored. All this should be colored. As I told you, the one more activity they do is carrying haystack. So now again, a triangle, inverted triangle. Circle. This is another woman. She is walking to her left. So the bun will be on her right side. The haystack that they carry is big enough. It would be tied into a bundle with some string. Since it is too heavy, they have to hold it with both hands and they walk. Men generally take animals or the cattle for grazing. So let us draw some man. Triangle, another triangle, circle. They have to carry a stick with them. So they hold that stick with their hand and they go behind the cattle grazing. One more heavy work that they have to do is carrying. Now women, they generally carry water in pots on their head. Men have it maybe with a stick. I'm drawing the figures big so that they are visible, but generally the art which Warli we generally do traditionally, the figures are quite small. They carry water on the stick. So here the pot will be hanging. Another pot would be hanging. And they have to carry it, hold it with their hands. Color the head, color the body, and color the lower body part. I hope everything is visible and clear and understood by now. Now the haystacks, after bringing, they have to do the processing part. So this is a place where they generally come. It's a big rod on which they just bang those haystacks. This can be a man's job or a woman's job. with the hand, they will just bang here. So all the grains get separated and collected down. A woman going to the farm for harvesting. If she is going for harvesting, she needs to carry a sickle in her hand. Generally, they also carry their small children with them to the farm. So let's draw a small child with her. She is holding the child and going to the farm for harvesting work. Color. If you see, mostly it is all circles that we have drawn and triangles. By doing this activity, it's actually going to relax your mind. It is going to make you just have a balanced life. Plus the satisfaction that we get after doing something so beautiful. It's really, really, really amazing. One most seen or most the prominent thing in any Warli painting is the dance. Now, the main dance that they have is a tarpa, which we will take it in a later session. As of now, I can show you a smaller way of dancing. It is actually men, either only men or men and women. They join hands, okay, and then they there is a person who is playing any musical instrument. There are many musical instruments which will take up in the next session later on. So they are dancing on the tune of that particular musical instrument. So here I'm showing a simple basic dance step. They all will be going in one direction. So if you see, the legs are bent in the same direction. One person holds a shaft in his hand while dancing. The person holding a shaft is always a male. If it's a male and female dance, then it is always the alternate pattern. One man, one woman. This will be a man, this will be a woman, man. The last would be a woman then. The hands are, one person's hand is holding the other person, either around the waist or little up. And the last person's hand would be on the waist. This is how they will go around dancing in the place. Okay. Soma, do we want any questions right now?
Yeah, if everyone, if anyone has any question, they can ask now.
Yeah.
So is this it for today, Pallavi?
Hello. Yeah, I didn't hear you. Could you please repeat?
Yeah, so I was asking, is this it for today's session? This is all for today's session?
Yeah.
Okay.
because just one more thing I wanted to tell is,
Yeah, please.
today I'm taking only the basic human figures with the basic daily routines that they are having. There are many other things like there are animals, domestic animals, then there are plants, trees, then there are temples. All these things we will take up in the next session because it is not possible to have everything in one short session. So as of now, we are just focusing on the human figures. So in case anyone wants to know any particular other activity with the human figure or any doubts or any queries they have, they can ask.
Also, maybe you may not have questions right now.
Okay.
If you have questions later on, this video is there in YouTube, in our channel, Blue Palette Art Studio. So you can go back there, watch it again. And if you have any questions, you can put the questions over there. If you want to see, like Pallavi asked, like if you want to know about any particular activity or any particular thing you want to see how to draw, you can let us know in the YouTube channel or in the chat boxes. We will come up with those particular activities later on.
Is this visible for everyone? Clear?
Yes, Pallavi.
Yes, Pallavi.
Okay.
Nicely visible. Thank you for this wonderful session, Pallavi. This so nicely you explained about the figures, about their activities. It looks so simple, but you know, like I know, like the drawing part requires a little more knowledge. So thank you for sharing this knowledge. So we will, like I said, this video is there in YouTube. You can go back to the video anytime. And we will be coming up with this kind of videos every Friday from 8 to 8:30. Next session will be something different. To know more, tune in, keep following us, and we will see you next Friday from 8 to 8:30. Thank you. Thank you, Pallavi.
Thank you, Pallavi.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you. Thank you for joining, all of you.
Yeah, thanks everyone. And also those who are joining from the YouTube end, thank you for watching the video. Chalo, see you, bye.
Bye.